got my sheet up. Got my sheet up. All right, so we're gonna do this like we did last time. We're gonna do round one. We're gonna introduce the song titles, and then we're gonna say who won, and then if any dialogue comes out of that, we just go for it, right?
Bet. I'm down for that, boy.
All right. You gonna be the master ceremonies for this?
All right, man.
It?
Yeah, I got it, man. All right, let's bet. Round one, Gucci. So I'll preface. Gucci basically started all of the rounds. They didn't switch it up.
Yeah, they didn't switch it up. Yeah, interesting.
Okay, let me first say this. Let's because you got to build up the drama. First of all, they were 50 minutes late. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
And so that's where I was just kind of like, but like, they also ended up with 1.8 million viewers.
In the waiting room. They were 1.4 in the waiting room at one point, right?
There was 1.4 in the waiting room, and it eventually, during the verses, got to 1.8. That is
for two artists from the same city. That's incredible. And one of them never going platinum. I don't think Gucci's ever gone platinum.
Right. So you knew how big it was. I did not think it was going to break. I didn't think it was going to be that big.
Okay.
I felt it was going to be like a certain genre of folks who love the trap music who was going to be there. I felt like it was going to be like a crowd of maybe 600,000 at the most.
You expected Fabulous Jadakiss numbers.
Yes. You know what I mean? It just got
two guys from the same city, similar genres.
Exactly.
I don't think Jadakiss has ever. Well, Jada might have gone platinum as Locks, but they're similar in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I don't know if it's just the mystique, the history, or something like that kind of built it up. Because I know for me, this was huge, and we talked about like just the reasons why we like they ain't gonna do the same building, and then they was 50 minutes late. So that's just that. You just felt the energy was just like, yo, what's going on?
People in the IG chat were talking about, man, they bet they'll fight. And if they would have been, none of us would have been surprised. I'm like, oh, okay.
People were saying like, oh man, we ain't gonna have this versus. Which would not have been a surprise if it got called off.
If you would have gave me like, Willie, what's your odds that it doesn't go down? I would have been at 50-50.
Yeah. But then found it. Like, okay, it makes sense. All right, cool. You know? But then they came on and you just found out they're having it at Magic City.
Yo, so I really was trying to. So when it came up, I was like, I know that place. That's a whole nother pod. Names will have to be removed from the record. But oh dear.
Which was well fitting because
super well fitting. Super well. Dude, I had a friend talk about they should put that Tyler Perry Studios. I'm like, what are you talking about? Tyler wants no parts of this situation.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
So then they finally get started. I felt that the whole Stacey Abrams thing was.
Give us some insight. What you about the Stacey Abrams thing?
It felt awkward.
No. Tell them what happened.
Okay, so basically, before they get started with their rap lyrics and stuff like that, with like the actual verses, they say they got a special phone call from somebody, and that phone call was Stacey Abrams. Now, this is not the first time a politician has used the verses for their platform. I think during the Brandy Monica one, was it Kamala or was it who came on there? I want to say it was. I can't remember the politician. I want to say it was Kamala Harris who came on, or maybe
I think it was Miss Harris. But I can't remember.
Yeah, I think
that 4-week period, that month around the election is like a blur. Glad that's over. So yeah.
Well, this is not the first time, but it just kind of felt strange to have it with these dudes. Now Jeezy maybe, but Gucci was just like, "Hey, Miss Abrams, I can't exonerate.
Bruh. I literally was like, pull the plug. I literally was screaming like, oh my God, pull the plug, pull the plug, pull the plug. We want this woman to be we want this woman to be the president of the United States. And, governor is like here. Like this woman could literally be the president of the United States in 12, 16 years. I don't want this used against her. Oh my gosh, pull the plug. I literally was screaming, oh no. Gucci, don't say anything more than that, what you just said. Oh gosh, this is not the bow to do this. You could have done this versus T.I. Jeezy, maybe?
Yes,
No,
T.I. Jeezy would have been.
You say this for the Outcast battle. You know what I mean? Like that, like Stacey, you only show up for Outkast, Killer Mike,
Oh my gosh.
T.I. Who else? TLC. Nah, man. Jermaine Dupri, maybe. Jermaine Dupri.
Chris Cross, R.I.P.
Chris Cross.
Oh my God.
Bubba Sparks. Wait, you don't show up for the Gucci Verzuz and be kicking out. Gucci seems so out of place during all that. Did you see how he was looking? He was just like, what's on Stacey? Can you clear my record? And it was funny. It's like, thank y'all for so much work y'all done did. Gucci ain't did.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what? My bad. Gucci may have voted. But I wouldn't bet any money that he voted.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, it was like, you know what have you ever watched Power at all?
I watched some Power, yeah.
Yo, Jeezy's Ghost and Gucci's Tommy. That's what was happening. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, Ghost wants to get involved in the politics and stuff. I can see Jeezy, nah, bro, but that's Tommy over there. Tommy's supposed to be in the game. Way more dangerous than Tommy, probably in real life.
But then the thing is, before she had a chance to sign off, Gucci started rapping.
Don't gay hard, but the real gay is. Pull the plug! Pull the plug! I was losing it, Free. I was losing. I was like, pull the plug, pull the plug.
Oh my gosh.
So anxiety is already to hear.
Yes.
Right. Because Gucci can't even wait freaking 25 seconds, man. 25 seconds, Gucci. All you had to do, Gucci. Hey, thanks, Miss Abrams, you know what I'm saying, for coming out. You know what I'm saying? This for Georgia. Good luck to you. And then Jesus would have said something eloquent-ish. And then Stacey would have been like, peace out, have fun. But no, you can't say dope game hard while she's still on the screen. So stressful, bro. I mean, at least it was that song. Can you imagine? You could have started with something else. It would have been way worse. But I was freaking out.
Oh my gosh.
I hope this doesn't get brought up later on. But
cross your fingers. Because you feel like having that phrase, that verse, while she's still on screen, is not used later on in some type of.
I just don't think she should have been involved. Like I said, you want to do a versus, yeah. You know what? Brandy versus Monica, that's a good idea.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, that's a good idea.
Right.
If Outkast Tribe Called Quest happens, that's a great idea.
Right.
What's the most ridiculous Outkast song that could probably get played? Really? They don't got a dope dealing anthem.
Nah, they
really?
don't.
You know what I mean? And Tribe definitely doesn't.
Right.
Dog, it would have made more sense to do it in front of Lil Jon and T-Pain. Like, I can't think of too many worse artists to do this for but Gucci. And that's no diss to Gucci. But no, I was freaking out. I was just like, the decisions some of our politicians and their teams make, that's a whole other conversation. I was freaking out. Anyway.
But now let's start it off.
You started off, sorry.
First of all, Gucci came out the gate. And you like, oh, so we starting off like that?
He coming out with hooks, bro. They ain't no jabs. He coming out with hooks.
I was shocked, dog. And then, okay, so here how it is. In hip-hop history, your diss record, you say it on a diss, somebody gets on the record, and stuff like that, back and forth. This is the first time I think that I've seen where you make a diss for somebody outside of a battle, a rap battle, and you're dissing them in their face like that in the same place.
It was, like I said, so what I told you, my anxiety was like a 9.5.
Yes.
I think my anxiety was at 9.8. And I'm like, this is the first song. This ain't gonna work. I was texting people like they gonna get 4 songs in. This ain't gonna work. This dude starting off with round 1. In round 1, the song is called Round 1. In round 1, he ain't playing. I just knew Gucci would come out with.
Oh my God!
I just knew he would start out with Freaky Girl. I just knew that was gonna be the first song. I didn't start with Freaky Girl. That's just intro to mainstream. That's intro song. But start with Freaky Girl. Let's start off, in a fun way. No, that's not Gucci. Why did I not prepare for this?
Oh my God.
So he does round 1, which is I pretty sure the first ever Gucci versus Jeezy diss song. All right.
I gave the song the round.
You didn't introduce Jeezy song.
Jeezy played intro.
From the Trap or Die album, the Trap or Die mixtape.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
You know which songs he's coming from. So here's the thing. There's a good portion of these songs I never heard from Gucci.
We're gonna get into that. We'll get into that.
We'll
get into that. Yeah.
So round 1, I do remember hearing early back in the day, but it wasn't a song that was on repeat for me or anything like that I heard.
No.
I mean, with that said, between those 2 songs, I gave the round to Gucci, dog.
I had to give it to Gucci. There's no choice. To me, it was no choice. And I love the Trap or Die intro, but it was what you just said. I wasn't prepared for this. So you got to give Gucci element of surprise points and okay, he is about that life already. Yeah, round 1 Gucci for me.
Okay, round 2, dog. So now we have Gucci who start off with bench warmers.
Yeah.
So I'll say this. I don't remember hearing bench warmers ever.
I'll be real with you. It took me a long time to figure out what he was doing. I definitely was so I literally had to write the lyrics down and did a search for it to get the name of the song. I was like, I've heard this, but I didn't understand what was happening. I was like, that's just an interesting song, but okay, cool.
And then Gucci played Trap or Die.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
So, okay, hold up. So,
no, I'm saying I think what I meant to say, what I picked. Go ahead.
Okay, got you. So, I'm assuming you picked Jeezy.
Yes. Yes.
I picked Gucci.
How?
First of all, people say that they can't understand the lyrics to Gucci, but I feel like in this song, even for me not listening to it, he is continuing with the dissing of Jeezy.
Yes. Yeah. Dog. He's not playing around. And he's doing it again. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's hit home even more now because he's like, you a bench warmer, try to be a starter. essentially called him Jeezy Fake.
Yes, song 2.
Yeah, on song 2. So for me, it was even more of a continuation of round 1. I was like, oh my gosh, this versus is not going to be pretty. I had Gucci.
Yeah.
Because
I understand. Now that you put it like that, I understand.
You know?
So, yeah.
So okay.
I picked Trap or Die because I felt like it was the ultimate response, because Trap or Die literally is what made people run to get. And I mean the first, just the first line. Last time I looked around, was the man in these streets. I mean, like, that's that first line is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was such a dope song, pun intended. I had to give it to Jeezy.
And so I think so. We know that this battle was amazing. Yeah. And I think what people won't understand, if you did not watch it, then you may think that Jeezy won in a landslide.
We're going to talk about that too.
Okay. Got you. All right. So round 3.
Okay.
Jeezy comes out with I Think I Love Her.
Gucci comes out.
Sorry. Gucci comes out with I Think I Love Her. And then Jeezy was standing ovation. So first of all, I Think I Love Her. You gotta understand, me and my wife, early in our relationship, this was one of our songs. This is when I thought, oh, okay, this is probably the one. When I Think I Love Her.
I think I love her. Literally.
You know? So for me, this was going to be a very hard song to beat.
Okay.
In that regard. And Jeezy has standing ovation. I got Gucci.
Okay. Not mad at that. And looking at it, maybe I should have picked Gucci, but I couldn't pick over standing ovation. Because once again, like, I'm feeling the moment at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also one of Jeezy's, like, I'm the trap, standing over, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I gave it to Jeezy on this one.
Got you.
Because I felt like I wish I could have been there to, well, we'll talk about it, but just, I think because Gucci started off with those 2 like antagonistic songs,
mm-hmm.
I'm still in that antagonistic mode, so I thought standing ovation fit, what was going on.
Gotcha.
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Next track. And you keeping track of your scores, right?
I got an Excel sheet already together.
All right, bet. All right. So do I. All right, cool. So round 4. Gucci Plain Jane.
Ooh.
Which I never heard.
Oh, okay.
And then Jeezy's Gangsta Music. Who do you have?
Yo, dog, I gotta do gangster shit because that was. I still had the Suzu Rodeo, bro. I was riding around with my 12s, acting a fool with that song. That gangster shit was. You know what I'm saying? I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? You old dudes got a couple Porsche trucks, couple old schools. Yeah, Jeezy. I gotta go with Jeezy.
I'm Gucci again, dog.
You really like Plain Jane's a dope song though. Plain Jane's dope. Plain Jane's super dope.
And I don't know if it's the newness of the song for me first time hearing it.
Yeah.
But so you said that I felt that Gucci he had a sense of the room.
Oh yeah.
And he was playing to the room, and he was playing to this moment right now. Now, granted, I felt like Jeezy was working in a vacuum.
That's fair.
And Gucci was like, this is the battle, and I'm coming out with some haymakers.
Yeah, he was. He definitely was.
So that's why, that's what made me kind of like, all right, I got Gucci on that one. But you got Jeezy, right?
Not even mad. Not even mad.
All right. Number 5, I'm a Dog by Gucci. And then Jeezy, Bottom of the Map.
What you do?
I got Jeezy.
Yeah, Bottom of the Map was just a great song. I'm a Dog, which to me was a weird pick.
Yes.
I like I'm a Dog, but yeah, man, Bottom of the Map. I remember seeing the girls in the club and they came, oh. That girl, that bop. That was one of those like gangsta bop songs. So yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Dog. When he played it, I was like, I feel like, all right. It's kind of like when like a hype person comes on, they play in the NBA finals, they're hyped up, they come out just with all this energy, and then there was just a lag. It was just kind of like weird choice. Maybe not for him, but
not for him and not for his core fans either, because I definitely was getting buzzed. Man, Gucci killing him, bro. Gucci killing him. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. Like, it's tight, but I don't think he's killing him. I definitely could see my score being flipped, because at this point, this is 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now I got Jeezy 4-1, but I can keep it real and just say it easily could have been Gucci 3-2. You know what I'm saying? So like, because I think that's what your score is actually.
I got Gucci 4-1.
You got Gucci 4-1. So yeah, so I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah.
All right. So now after listening to I'm a Dog, because this is again another first time hearing it. After listening to about 3-4 times, I'm feeling it, to be honest.
Yeah. Agreed.
So round 6, we have Gucci Vet Ride, and then Jeezy the Snowman.
Yes, man. Yes.
I have Jeezy on this one.
So I strangely have Gucci on this one.
Wow.
I remember Vet Ride Past, and I just remember that moment of hearing that song back in the day, and I think it just brought back some really great memories. And even though I get it, Jesus Snowman can't ban a Snowman mixtape and all that, but I really like Vet Ride Past. I really like that. So yeah, I get it with Gucci.
And you being the car man who likes to listen to the stuff in the car.
Yes, yeah, it definitely made me feel like, yeah, see, you know me. That definitely was one of those pull up to the club, pull up to the function tracks, like when your radio is out, and I only got a vet, I got an Isuzu rodeo, but whatever. Yeah, Vet Ride Past, no doubt.
Not only did you have the rodeo, you made sure that you had a system in that rodeo.
That's at the 12, son. I was beating the block. Oh man, good old days.
All right. Round 7.
Ooh.
Wake Up in the Sky by Gucci. This is with Bruno Mars and your boy Kodak.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeezy played Them Boys.
Okay.
So I will note that Gucci here is like poking at Jeezy, saying like, man, you going back to some old classics and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I'm playing these current hits, but in my head, I'm like, Gucci Verzuz is built off old classics. So I don't know what you're talking about, but hey, whatever.
It's just antagonism. Just antagonism.
Yeah. And you know what? He was trying.
Yeah.
So to be honest with you on this one, and this is why Gucci probably knows talent. He just can pick him out. He just has a feel for music.
Yeah.
And Wake Up in the Sky won this out for me, man. I know this is probably blasphemy because Them Boys was like the coming out party, technically, for mainstream Jeezy fans. Them Boys was probably it.
Yeah.
Wake Up in the Sky just had a vibe to wake up. I know I'm super fly.
It was great. It was a great song. It was a great song.
I feel like I will listen to Wake Up in the Sky more so now than Them Boys, but it's also a more current hit. So maybe that's the reason why.
So this was the first super hard round for me. So you know me, I'd be trying not to do ties. I try not to do ties. And so I went back and forth because I really like Wake Up in the Sky a lot. I really like Wake Up in the Sky.
Yeah.
But I couldn't pick it over Dumb Boy. Because, well, what you just said.
Yeah.
Like Jeezy spitting the gamest of the game on that song. And yeah, I had to pay Jeezy. This was hard. This was super hard for me, but I paid Jeezy.
I can understand that. I can understand that.
Yeah.
All right. So now next round, we go to Gucci's That's My Hood.
Yes.
And then Jeezy's Sky's the Limit. Yo. So Gucci came out hard. But when that Scarface beat and Sky's the Limit came out,
especially when you realize what the beat, where the sample was, yeah.
I just could. So let's just say, just about every song that these dudes came out with was just gems. So just because I'm picking one over the other, these were tough.
I'm with you.
These were close. But man, when Jeezy came out with The Sky's the Limit, look up in the sky, tell me what you see, nah. Oh gosh.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Tunis. Gotta give that to, I gotta give that to Jeezy. That's Jeezy's.
Yeah. You pretty much captured my thoughts. Like it was the same thing. The Scarface beat. I love That's My Hood though. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love any song where people be calling out their zip code or their neighborhood. I love those type of songs. But yeah, man, that Scarface beat. that was woo. Yeah, Jeezy. Yeah.
All right. Number 9, round 9, we got Gucci's Both. And then
featuring Drizzle. Drizzy Drake.
And then Jeezy's Go Crazy. What are your thoughts on this?
Cash rules everything around me, so what's real? By the Skrilla called me a ghost face killer. That's it. That's done. Dog, that beat is crazy. That beat is crazy. Dog, do you remember who was originally on that song before Jay-Z was on it?
No, who?
Fat Joe's on the original version.
What?
That's why it's called the remix on the album. So no, your Fat Joe, respect and everything, but yeah, I needed Jay on that beat. I needed Jig on that beat.
First of all, it is one of Jay's greatest features.
It's easy. I mean, dog, man, nah. Guess who's Bazak? Still, come on, dog. Come on, bruh. Come on, dog. Nah, man, go crazy. Both is a more current song, of course. Once again, I think that's off the Saint Bricks album. But yo, man, no, I can't pick this Go Crazy. Not Gucci would have had to have a stronger song than both for me to beat Go Crazy. So yeah. Go Crazy.
I feel like Gucci dropped the ball right here, to be honest.
But it's also unfair because like after Gucci's literally going first every time, and Jeezy's able to counterpunch. So it sort of was like, but we think it's gonna flip, and you already said it, it never flips. But yeah, great counterpunch. Go crazy.
Bet. So now, we got Gucci's Bricks.
Oh, white bricks.
And then Jeezy's All There. This for me is where like I started to get a cocaine overdose. Like there was white everywhere.
Contact. You got a contact high.
Oh my God. Like there was so much powder. It just
Oh man.
It was snowy in June. Let's just say that, dog.
Word.
What was your thoughts on this one, man?
This is the next time that the round was this stupid hard to me.
Agree.
Because Bricks, it's just a funny song when the first time I heard it. To see like cute girls in the club. That was just really funny to me. But I love All There with Bankroll Fresh, RIP. And it's a newer song the last couple of years. Hot Cheetos, what I snack on. Like I love this. I love All There. But I had to go with Bricks. I had to go with the Gucci Mane on this one. It was hard. This was definitely like tie when I wrote it down. I was like, then I made myself pick one. So yeah, went with Bricks, Gucci.
I would agree, and really, Bankroll Fresh made All There.
And there you go. Exactly. But Bankroll's charisma, I think, carried that song more than Jeezy.
And even with that, I had pick All There. I picked All There.
Hey, I understand. I love that song. I love All Day. It was hard not picking over Bricks. But yeah,
I can definitely understand. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Round 11. Your boy came out with Make Them Say an OJ the Juice Man song. OJ the Juice Man.
Hey. That was a fun time, man. That was a really fun time.
Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey. When this song was played, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know how Jeezy's gonna beat this one. For me, it was just tough. I was just like, I don't know if he's gonna do it. I don't know. Then he came out with Who Dat?
Shouty Red on the track.
And because of that, Jeezy won out for me. This was a tough one.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know.
Wow!
I know. Yeah.
Man.
I know.
I had to go with Gucci, man. I had to go with Gucci.
I understand.
Yeah, man. That dude is. I set the ounce up for I sold the record. You want a brick? I told him meet me at the Checkers. That was. Ooh. Yeah. I know it's not his song. I know that's Juice's song, but man, that song is just perfect. Like, oh yeah. I wasn't as big a fan of Who Dat.
Mm-hmm.
Off of 103. It was on 103. I wasn't on Recession. Can't even remember now.
I can't remember either.
It was on Recession. But my apologies if I'm wrong, guys. But so definitely a shot of red beat, definitely a great party song. But I love Matt. I love that trap say, hey, it's a bit better. So yeah, ran with Gucci on that.
That round 13, your boy Gucci. He wasn't having it no more.
Is it 12? We're on 12, right?
We're on 12. My bad.
Yeah.
Round 12. Your boy came out with Steady Mobbin'.
Woo!
And then Jeezy came out with Dano.
Hard round for your boy right here. A lot of emotion attached to this round.
Why is that?
Because Shout It Low, man. Shout It Low. No longer here. You know what I'm saying? And they know I was on the Shout It Low. I was on the Shout It Low. I was riding shotgun on the Shout It Low train.
Really?
Like I love Shout It Low. Like even since I heard his verse on the D4L, I'm the man, got no life but to white people girlfriend. So when done it all, and they know and full, I was that was a hard 3-piece right there for me. I like Shout It Low later. Those definitely the 3 best songs on the album. To be honest with you, if you had Bricks in the City, but he picked 3 incredible singles. Definitely had me go get the album, and yeah, man, I really love They Know. And then Jeezy's on the verse, like his remix. We just said, walking to you, Shawty, what you doing? Crazy girl, don't there's nothing torn. Jeezy got those lines, bro. Jeezy on almost like all of his songs, he got that line that make you repeat it, and that was just a moment. But I say all that to say, I pick Steady Mobbing by Gucci, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, because Gucci's verse was just out of control. Like he was so on one. East Atlanta, cock and hammers, bandanas on car antennas. No, we don't talk to strangers. Just cut off those fingers. Like, oh God, he was flowing. He was flowing on that song. Like I think Wayne got like 3 or 4 verses in this song. I could have used an extra Gucci verse. To be honest with you. Like I'm gonna say this, man. Gucci got Wayne on that one, dog. I mean that. Gucci got Wayne on that one, bro. He got him. Yeah. Tony Braxton sniper rifle make you never breathe again. Come on, bro.
Oh,
yeah. Gucci was out of control. Yeah, man. I'm riding with. I gotta ride with the Gooch on that one, bro. Who did you pick, dog?
I picked Jeezy.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. Not mad at it because that his verse on They Know was stupid.
Yeah,
it was stupid.
It was just stupid. Like you said, like Shorty Low. Those 3 singles will forever be played at any trap-focused function. Like that's the point in the party where you just like. It
was the running. That was a fun time, man. R.I.P. Low, man. R.I.P. Low, man.
All right.
Yo, on some random dog, like I don't know. Yo, what's the name of that song? It's oh man, I can't even name of the group.
B4L.
Shawty Low like made over this like rock song, and it was like super dope. Remind me, I may have to figure it out later on in this pod, but I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, like it's hilarious.
All right, bet that up.
Yeah.
Round 13, we got Heavy by your boy Gucci, and then Lose My Mind by Jeezy. So first of all, Heavy is one of my favorite tracks by Gucci.
Yes.
Like it is very Gucci-esque. It's him talking about his jewelry. You know what I mean? Talking about how much weight it got. Heavy. My chain, I love it. Lose My Mind was cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Lose My Mind was a great song.
Yeah. Plies. Plies will come in to steal your track, bro. Plies will come in to steal your shit. He does it, bro. He does it, man. Like Plies on a run, dude. Plies was on a run for a little while. Shout out to Plies, man. What's his name? Is his real name like Algernon? Shout out to Algernon.
Sure, what it is, but he does.
I think it's Algernon for real, bro. Not making jokes. I guess that's his name. Dude's a wild dude, bro.
Who do you have for round 13?
Yeah, man. So, oh man, sorry, I lost my Excel file for a second.
It's all good.
I had to pick the person who said this line.
And
get in my temp fade cut, Boulder Crest and flat shows. I wish it would run up on me like I'm Briscoe. Gucci. Gucci is disrespectful, bro. Do you remember what that story is about? Do you know what that's a reference to?
No.
So there's a Miami rapper named Briscoe that was on Young Money for a very little while. He was in a barbershop. A guy came into the barbershop, took what I think was a shovel off the ground, and blindsided Briscoe with it. And the barbershop had a security camera that's all caught on tape. Briscoe pretty much lost his deal with Young Money after that.
What?
Yeah. So we never heard from Briscoe again on Young Money after that. And Briscoe's on Briscoe's on the Carter 3. So like I'm saying, like it's not some like dude that was on the shelf. Like he was on the Carter 3. And yeah, like ruined his career. Cause back then you couldn't get in the street stuff, get your butt whooped, like you lose your deal. And then Gucci got the audacity right after that to make the call dude on the song. Like he said, I'm getting my tip fade cut. He gives the address, Boulder Crest and Flatshaw, which would run up on me like on Briscoe. Gucci disrespectful, bro. Gucci. Yeah. Do wild, bro. What's your score after the 13th round? What's your score?
Oh my gosh. So let me see. I have Gucci 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think it's 7. I think it's Gucci 6 and Jeezy 7.
That's literally my score. Yeah, I got Jeezy up by 1.
Wow.
With 7, what we thought were 7 songs to go. We'll get into that.
All right. So now we have round 14. We got Street Ninjas, aka,
Yeah.
I know what the word is for that one.
Yeah.
And then Jeezy's Way Too Gone.
With Future. Before Future really, really, really blew up. So,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. For me, Gucci just came out with Just a Hood classic.
Yes.
Like this is gutter classic.
Yes.
Was probably like an internet sensation.
Yes.
Most of Gucci's stuff never really got much radio airplay. These songs,
that's not Gucci though. That ain't Gucci. Yeah.
Like you probably found this on mixtapes or the internet or something like that.
Yes.
And this was one of the most popular ones that I saw on the internet that kind of like made me like Gucci even more and more. This was one of those songs.
Yes.
And because of that, I got Gucci.
Okay.
What's your thought?
This was hard for me. This was one of the other ones I thought I almost had as a tie. I think I picked Way Too Gone just because I think this was like the tail end of my clubbing for real.
Yeah. And
I remember the song coming on and getting that sort of level of emotion from it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who am I screwing? And all that type of stuff. It was just, and I think this, to be fair, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think this also is when I knew that this was probably gonna be the end of Jeezy's incredible run to me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And so I picked Way Too Gone. Probably more for sentimental reasons. It was a tie for me, but yeah.
Got you.
Looking at it now, I could pick Street. I easily pick Street. It was just so close. I think I ended up with Way Too Gone.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Round 15, we got First Day Out by Gucci. And then Jeezy coming out through with Air Force Ones. I see your face, man. What? Because you're probably going through the same dilemma that I'm going through right now. So talk your stuff, man. Because you shaking your head.
I was getting frustrated because I wanted them to flip the sides. I felt like Gucci was getting robbed, and I didn't like it because there's only like 2 songs that probably could have beat First Day Out for me from Gucci. Because First Day Out was this was super underground Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude is like literally talking about, I just got out of jail, and you would think that it would be some, some redeemable stuff he's finna get into. No, Gucci finna get back to the same ignorance they probably got him locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was from the Writing on the Wall mixtape. I mean, this is when he really got linked up with Zaytoven. You know what I'm saying? And like for people who really into it, like I'm starting off my day with a blunt of perp, no pancakes, just a couple syrup. Like people love this song. You know what I'm saying? Like this and In the Kitchen for me are two of his really like super, super great tracks from his like real underground period when he really was finding his. This is when he was finding his stride to me. But dog, I can't pick I can't pick this over Air Forces. Like, I remember being in Compound when this song came on. I bought some new Air Forces for this song, bro. I bought some new ones. Literally. When it got me a new fresh pair. Just to hit Compound. Just to hit Compound. Just so when the song come on, I can stunt. I was ticked. I was like, man, y'all doing Gucci wrong. Does Gucci even know? Somebody was like, I don't think Gucci's ever even seen a Verzuz. Gucci probably wouldn't even understand the song's supposed to be flipped. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought about that. Like, you're probably right. Like, he probably doesn't even know that you're supposed to flip the song. He's so on one that he don't even understand that there are rules to this stuff. Like, oh man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can't do this. I mean, everybody already know Jeezy a real street. Every time you see me out with real street, like, nah, man, freaking Jeezy, bro. 745s back to back, me and O Dog. Like, oh man, nah, man. I was mad, but I had to pick the Jeezy. I had no choice. What'd you pick, dog?
So there was 2 rounds where I was just like, I don't even know.
Yes.
This was one of those rounds.
I understand.
I was just like, I know that we're not trying to do ties here.
Okay.
But I just, for the first time ever, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know who won that round. Like,
I understand, dog.
It was a toss-up for me. Air Force Ones, like, don't get me wrong, was cool. And at the time, it didn't have the same sentimental value for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if it came out in college, it would have. Still a great song. And First Day Out is still a great song.
Yeah.
I can't call it, dog. I cannot call it.
No, I ain't mad, bro. I ain't mad.
I'm sorry to have done this because I like listen to each song maybe about like 3, 4, 5 more times.
No, if you can't break the tie, you can't break the tie, bro. I understand, bro.
And I was just like, I don't know. I have on my spreadsheet. I don't know.
Oh man.
Oh, all right.
Oh man.
Round 16.
Woohoo!
Bye. So Gucci comes out with Photo Shoot. Jeezy Everything. I think this is my first time hearing Photo Shoot.
What?
I think so.
You were still hanging out with the good people then. You in transition. I was still in the ignorance.
But see, here's the beauty about Gucci, and maybe because I am still a fan, maybe about half these songs were the first time that I'm hearing it, but yeah. Gucci still captivated me with the songs.
Yes.
He still won out for me on some well-known songs that I know Jeezy came with.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know too many people that could do that with their unknown songs. But maybe because he keeps to a brand, he keeps to a certain type of feel that you can just resonate with easily. I don't know. But Photo Shoot, and I think this one where I was like, he went kind of Super Saiyan, I think, on his flow on this one.
Yes. Like Tommy Lee and Pamela, effing on the camera, more stamina than animals. Gucci is no amateur. Ja Rule, the damager can damage you or handle you. Two girls on my bike, one on the back, one on the handlebars. Bruh. Got Canada on calendar, so shout out to my manager. I walked through South Africa. Come on, bro. But y'all said me that man can't rap. Come on, dog. I only want to hear this bullshit, though. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like
Yeah.
he really Ayuked your boy Jeezy on that one when he came out. I was just like, wait, what?
Now imagine that playing it like going to a party that come on and you just bopping. And did you watch the video?
No, I have not. Oh,
Yeah, watch the video. Like it's just Jeezy with his hat on backwards with these crazy shades. Like yeah, man, freaking Gucci, dog. Like I said, this is 2008. Gangsta Grills. This is Gangsta Grills joint, and like he really is really on his stride now. Really on his stride. Yeah.
And so who do you got on this one, this round?
Gucci.
Same here. I got Gucci.
Gucci. Yeah.
All right.
It was one of those weird times where I thought I knew what Jesus was gonna play, and he played something totally different. Then so I was like, oh, I thought you were gonna play another high energy song to try to match this, but like I just don't think everything matched up with the excitement of photo shoot.
Nope.
So no. Yeah.
Round 17.
Okay.
So your boy Gucci comes out with Wasted. One of his mainstream classics right here.
Yes, it is. It is.
And I'm thinking like, ooh, Jeezy got to come with it if he's want to beat this one.
Yes, he does.
And you know what? For me, he did. He came out with Trap Star.
TRAPSTR. She likes.
Hey.
Dog. Woo-hoo-hoo. Got the city on smash. Don't tick. Man.
Really watch.
I'm so materialistic. Oh, man. So well respected. Just ask about it. So well. Yeah. Nah, man.
This is where it was Jeezy's charisma oozed throughout the song. It was a party song too.
It was.
And like this made people just feel good and was like, if she likes it, hey.
Yeah, it definitely was something for it definitely was. It was pool music. You want to be at a swimming pool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody at the beach, the black beach, then pulled out the If you don't know what I mean by a black beach, you can't judge the Jeezy Gucci. You never been to a black beach. The black beach, you can bring your own barbecue grill out. Hell, they'll make ribs by drinking a bill. You can't do that. You can't do that at the real beach. Black beach. Yeah. Summer 05 music, man. Summer 05.
This was a beautiful song.
Super beautiful.
So I gave it to Jeezy on this one. Again, great round right here where you like, all right, he came out with like an Ace of Spades and Trap Star with the deuces. You know what I mean?
All right. I picked Wasted.
Wow, I'm not mad. I can't argue that one.
It hurt me. This was a tie too when I went back. And I was like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I picked Wasted for two reasons. I think they're even.
Okay.
But I got to the point now I was like, okay, Jeezy can't just depend on one-on-one. He's like heavily dependent on one-on-one. And so my thing is that if it's a tie, I'm giving it to Gucci because I think they are a tie. I think these are equal songs, point blank. But at this point, I'm like, okay, like I wasted. I'm going with wasted.
Wow. I think, listen, cannot argue that at all.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we get to round 18.
Okay, let's go.
So first, Gucci plays Truth. And this is where
we need to talk about Truth.
Okay. And
yeah,
the song Truth is where you said when Tensions was already like a 9.8 at the start of the verses. This is for me where I was like, when he sang this song, I'm like, this is where it started. I'm like, things can go left. This was DEFCON 9. This is where I'm like, all right, Houston, we have a problem. This is where not only was I concerned on our text group chat, people were concerned on the IG thing.
Yeah.
People were like, oh snap, I didn't think he was gonna play this song. Please explain to the folks as best as you can what Truth is.
All right, so Truth, let me make sure I get the date right when it came out, but Truth is, for a lot of people, the Gucci diss of Jeezy. It is the diss. And I say it's the diss because it was a level of disrespect in this song that, and it's 2012. You know what I'm saying? So this is literally 7 years after. But in the mix of all that, there have been a lot of, you've heard a couple of songs, there have been a lot of like sneak diss, subliminals, interviews, all this type of stuff. Like people just cannot let this go between these two guys. And yeah, man, Gucci just had enough and he went there. And so all I feel comfortable really, well, I mean, I'm quoting lyrics, so I guess I could be real, but like he makes direct references to the person that he how do I say this in the best way? That Gucci took out the game, that initially that to try to take his life or at least rob him. And that person, these are facts. This person had a very close association with Jeezy. So take it as you will. Depending on who you talk to, they were friends. He was going to be signed to Jeezy, whatever. All right, but they definitely knew each other. And this person's name, only reason I can say this person's name because Gucci says this person's name in the thing, Pookie Love. So, this is really, Gucci sort of makes fun. There's no sort of. He makes fun. Let me get the lyric out. The lyric out. So just so, you know what I'm saying? Oh boy. Okay. I think the blank just mad because I effed his ex. I'm a big dog. He got the little boy complex. Go dig your partner up. Betty can't say ish. And if you're looking for the kid, I'll be in zone 6. I hit a birthday party fresh, you and your homeboy Tip. I know you see me over there with that black 4/5. And there's like pictures of this party that they said they're at. And I don't know where the pictures come from, but Gucci's definitely in the party. There's a meme of Gucci at the party, the picture of Jeezy and Tip at the party looking across the room like, that's probably what, they probably weren't even looking at Gucci, but you know how it is. Like, it became a meme. And yeah, to go dig your partner up was a little, yeah. So this was a song for, remember, we only had a week to prepare for this. So a lot of the conversation that I was in was people like, do you think he's going to play Truth? And I was like, he should. And so you're probably surprised, right? That I just said that. Are you surprised that I just said that?
I can understand why you said that, but yeah, surprised if you said that.
Yeah. I said he should play it because it's a battle.
Right. Exactly.
Right. And this is I'm walking the line of responsibility here. I'm trying the best I can. Because of how that situation went, I'm never ever gonna be mad at Gucci of how he perceives it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perceives it. And you know, it's what it is. It also, there was a part of me that thought that so it's crazy. I thought he should play it, but I didn't want him to play it.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That's
so like I didn't want him to play it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want something to happen to someone.
Yeah.
But I thought he should play it if he is concentrating on winning.
Yeah.
So I definitely, it got in the song, what is this, song 15? What song is this?
This is song 18. This is
18. So I really got to like, when he got to like past 13, 14, oh, he's probably not going to play it. And then I thought, oh, maybe he's going to end with it. So either way, I wasn't prepared for when the beat dropped. When the beat dropped, I was like, oh my God, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this is happening, it's happening. Like I was texting y'all, I was like, oh gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it's about to happen. And then to see Jeezy's response to it. Jeezy's sitting in his chair. So there are these two big thrones. And Jeezy's like not even making eye contact. And he looks over every so often. And it looked to me like, oh, he knew this was going to happen. He's swallowing it. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? He's swallowing it.
Okay.
So at that point, my anxiety actually went from 11 to about 9. Until this happened. He did the verse. Everybody's heart stopped for a few seconds. When he said the line, then after, in the closing of the song, Gucci starts to, and his DJ, that's something we need to bring up. The antagonism of the two camps.
Wow.
Especially the DJs.
Yes.
The DJs were calling each other out. So like, remember earlier when you said that it was like Gucci, like, we ain't gonna play something new. It also was his DJ yelling at Jeezy DJ, damn man, you gonna play something new? And then you got Jeezy DJ responding like, yo, we run this. This our party. You know, it was just like, so you got the DJs having this other like battle going on when you sort of thought that they would have been like, hey guys, hey, it's for the culture. Stacey Abrams in the intro, fellas. You know, like, come on, bro. Like, that's what I'm screaming. Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And also, I keep it real with you. When Stacey Abrams did the intro, I sort of thought truth wasn't gonna happen either. Because I'm thinking about all of this. Like, oh, okay, they're setting the stage. It's gonna be a little friendly. Then round one happened. Like, oh my gosh, well, never mind. So then, Gucci, like I said, so fast forward, Gucci then goes, yeah, dig them up in the outro. Oh no. We smoking Pookie Love tonight. I can't remember if he said I'm smoking Pookie Love's ashes, but it definitely like I can't, so I don't want to misquote, but it definitely brought up Pookie. I was smoking two Pookie Love, smoking but whatever. But he brought the man's name up. But this man ain't here. And I don't know Pookie Love's situation. And like no, like I mean this like is this a friend, family member? There's no disrespect, like for real. Like we mean that. Like, you know, I'm not here to judge people's lives, but I do, you know, the fact he's not here anymore. I don't know his situation. He still got family, friends, whoever, and still, you know what I mean, miss him or whatever. You know, yeah. So I'm like, no, Gucci, no, because the song does not mention the man's name. It's very important. So like, what was crazy was, did you have multiple people asking you what was going on? Like, who's, you know? So it was amazing to me that like a large percentage did not know the context of the song even. I had people that were like, this song ain't that good. Like, do you know what this is? You know what I mean? So that people just didn't know. So it was almost like an inside joke. Definitely in the IG chat, people going crazy. I was going crazy, you were going crazy. But until he said that man's name, I don't think people understood how serious the situation was. And he's calling Jeezy out. Pretty much, he's beyond antagonized. It's almost like Gucci wanted a fight at that point.
Yes.
And the DJ's egging it on, and you still see Gucci's group beside him. They like amping up.
Oh,
and then you hear that it seems like Jeezy's group was in the crowd for some reason. So, and probably for good reason. They probably like, y'all can't all be on the same stage. You know what I mean? So you hear the, and then all of a sudden I felt I was back in 2005 in the club. That's what I felt like, all over again. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this isn't good. And Jeezy gets up, and this is what I was like, well, this is when you start closing your tab up in the. You know what? You don't even close your tab out. You just take a loss. That's when you just run out and call the club the next day. Like, look, man, I only order 2 Crown and Cokes and a margarita for my girl. Anything, if my tab is more than $32, it's gonna be a problem. Oh my God. So you got to cut your card off that night. But anyway, Jeezy is visibly upset. And he turns into your uncle. Jeezy reminded me of the person that used to be in the ignorance and getting out of ignorance.
Yeah.
But he still finds himself in ignorant situations. And he's just screaming stuff like, man, y'all can't mess up my house, man. What y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And it's just, man, he's like, Jesus literally was pleading for Gucci. Like, dog, it's been 20 years. Gucci like, 15. 15. And Jesus like, dog, you know, we were some street dudes. And I'm like, but for Gucci, we were some street dudes. You know how it used to go down. You know how it used to be. We need to move on for this, man. These kids watching. It's about Bankroll Fresh. It's about Nipsey Hussle. It's about Mo. It's about Doe B. And I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, he's right. He's like, these kids do what they do because of us. And I was like, oh my gosh, he said it. He's right. He's right. Jeezy's right. Like, this is bigger than them. Like, this, and at that point, I realized how big this really was. Like, if these two men can be cordial to it, I don't think anybody should ever ask them to make them try to be friends or anything close to it. I think there's a point of no return for 95% of us. And that, in fairness, I think that would be a point of no return. You know what I mean? For anybody. But they're right. If they can show people that they can be cordial, that they can stop this war, if you will, it sort of makes a lot of the real stuff that's going on in certain neighborhoods, certain families, certain communities. We argue over, like, some of us, not me and you, but some of us argue over crazy stuff. Addresses, apartment numbers, colors of bandanas. You know what I'm saying? Families. And like, these two people are arguing over a very, very valid reason when you really look at it. And if they can like put that aside, they don't gotta be friends. But to be like, hey, okay, I'll probably never ever trust you, which is fine, but we don't gotta continue this. These are 40-year-old men, people. We lost Biggie and Tupac over almost the exact same situation.
Right.
And we lose the cats every day over. Like, we, Mo 3. I'm sorry if that's not how you pronounce his name. I don't know if it's Mo or Mo 3. But young man got killed 2 weeks ago on the interstate in Dallas, rapper. Doe B did songs with these people. He gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can keep going on. I mean, it would take me the next hour to list every rap. Like, rapping is more dangerous than almost every other job in America. And it's not even a joke. Like, it really is. So if these two people can put this aside, man, this is huge. But
exactly. But
I can't blame Gucci if he can't.
Mm.
And I think it's wrong for us to think. It's amazing people. I know people like, you know, they think that Gucci need to grow up. I'm like, dog, you had Pac's back when he was going in with Biggie. Like, you had Pac's back. You still don't listen to Biggie. Man, I can't play that Biggie, man. He tried to get Pac. I'm like, but you, I don't know, whatever. But I don't see a difference at all. And so whether it's fact, fiction, or perception, like they're the same situation, is what I'm saying. We'll never know either situation. Really, we will never know. But I think Gucci believes what he believes, for the record. So I got very angry at Gucci. I was angry at him. Like, what you doing? You messing up the church's money. You know, you got Stacey Abrams on here. You got blah, blah, these kids watching. But then it took one of my cousins, shout out to my cousin Tommy, for literally telling me, like, dog, you think you can forget somebody over that? And I had to shut up. Because I saw the bigger picture, you know. But in the end, like, I can't even get an ounce of relating. Dog, I stopped talking to one of my best friends for like half a year over something I don't think either one of us can remember. You know what I mean? Like, real talk.
Yeah.
One of my best, we talked for, I think it was almost a year. Real talk. We don't even remember what we were arguing about anymore. Like, man, remember we weren't talking? I'm like, yeah, we were stupid. So, you know, so I can't be mad if somebody's want to be messing around you for 15 years over something as serious as that. So yeah. So that, for a lot of people, like, why, what was going on? That's what was going on, man. And whereas I think it's sort of easier for Jeezy to be the bigger man. It's easier. Do I agree with Jeezy? Yes, I do. I honestly do. I think it is bigger than them, and they should, for the good of the community, for the good of culture, for the good of a lot of things, they should make. But I'd be short-sighted and wrong if I sort of was like, this is what Gucci has to do. Yeah. So I know we that was a big tangent, but it's very important. So I'll turn it back over to you.
That was needed because that round was a pivotal round in the whole Verzuz. You know?
Yeah.
I agree with you that Jeezy was right in saying what he said about, like, we need to do this for the whole culture and everything. But I felt it lost his luster because right after that, he led into it. Kind of like it kind of felt slightly disingenuous because it led into, I'm the realest out, you know what I'm saying, to get your mind right.
Your mind right.
Right.
Woo!
So for me, he de-escalated the situation.
Okay.
Even though I felt like he was a bit disingenuous, because I really felt like when Truth came out, I'm just like, oh snap, are we gonna have
look for security?
Yeah, like, I honestly in my mind is like, I hope Black folk don't continue to have this bad rap, just like we can't have anything good. And I was just, there was a fear in me that something was gonna go down. I'm sorry to say that and to feel that way.
No, it's realistic, bro. We've seen dumb stuff happen.
You know, and it was just like, I was just praying to God, please don't let nothing happen on air. Please, let's just keep this as cordial as possible. That's how I felt when Truth came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Jeezy, you know, came out with what he said. He sort of de-escalated the situation. Which is why, for me, at first when Truth came out, I was going to give it to Gucci, but this was another round of those, like, I don't even know.
Okay.
Because it was one of those rounds where they just both were just swinging, landing, bum, 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 bum. And it was just kind of like, I don't even know how to call that round, to be honest with you. I just know it was one of the most important rounds.
Yeah.
In the whole Verzuz.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So I'm gonna break my rule here and say I didn't do ties. This is a tie for me. The reason why it's a tie is because I initially gave Gucci the point, then I gave Jeezy the point. I changed my vote like 3 or 4 times on this one.
Yeah.
And I ended up giving it a tie. So I definitely understand why Gucci threw out his uppercut, fireball, spinning drop kick. Yeah. I understand why it's a battle. But I was upset with him for the other stuff, but understanding it at the same time. You can be upset with someone, but also understanding it at the same time.
Yeah.
And then Jeezy almost had to come out with a song after that because he needed that time. If you saw how he performed that was him getting out his emotion. So like, this is live.
Yeah.
So he needed that. I'm the really already know got trapper of the year 4 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like he needed that, which is once Jeezy be having first lines out of this world, by the way. He be having first lines out of this world on the low. Like, this is what this battle reminded me of. Is like, man, like Jeezy really on my list of first liners. Those first 2 bars, like Jeezy's incredible. Like you said, he's a scene setter. You know what I mean? And so he sets the scene. Was it out? So, but then like I keep it real with you though. I'm mad as heck with Gucci. If you saw Jeezy perform that song, well, first of all, it's very important something that Gucci said. And I got a couple things Gucci said was very important. He goes, man, you knew I was going to perform Truth. You know on street. You know what it is. I was like, that is so real what Gucci just said. Yeah. Okay. That is who he is. Right, wrong, indifferent, whatever. You know what you signed up when you get Gucci?
That is true. He did say that.
And also, he also, to me, was hinting at, you also know we still what it is. Like, I wonder how often, I don't know their relationship. Like, definitely there have been people, some people think this is totally fake. I know people think this is totally fake. This is totally theatrics, that everything that happened on Thursday night was fake. Who am I to say otherwise? I don't know. But to me, that was real what happened. To me, it was real because it felt so familiar. I have seen people fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I've seen that you ever seen somebody fight and you watching one person take extra licks or kicking the person while they down, and you sitting there like, bruh, let off. And that person look at you like, yo, he did this to me. And you're like, oh. That's what was happening in real time. And Jeezy let himself get kicked a few times. Keep it real with you. And some people gonna call him a punk, whatever. I'm too grown. So I was like, he ate it. But he also had enough. He also was able to play one of his best songs ever and vent that way. But Gucci stopped talking. Gucci let him do it too. He just jumped on the chair, had his jersey on, and Gucci just sat there with just like he was thinking. Like, you know? And it's very important what I just said, because what happens in the next song? Gucci plays another disc. 745. But the energy level in Gucci dropped.
Yes.
He did not perform 745 with the same anger, same intensity,
right,
same antagonism as he performed Truth.
Yep.
And look, for the record, like, we are super psychoanalyzing this, and Gucci may have just been tired. Let's just keep it out there. But it sort of felt like it just wasn't the same. Maybe Gucci needed to get that out. And you know what? I understand why he had to get that out. I'm sorry. So I'll turn it back over to you.
The air was definitely lit out the room after that one.
I felt like I just watched two brothers fight, and they bloodied and they beat up, and then they go sit down on each side of the couch or each side of the room, and they just breathing. That's what it felt like.
Because even if this, and we'll get towards the end, even if this was something that was set up, that moment right there was very real.
Very.
So that does lead us to round 19.
Yep.
745 by Gucci and Put On by Jeezy.
It's crazy. Like, I didn't even know what to rate this one. I think because I just was so exhausted. It what just happened.
Yeah.
I think what did I do? I ended up giving it to Jeezy. Most I think I was just, and this is, maybe I'm wrong. I think 745 after everything that just happened, I was a little deflated.
Yeah.
And so I sort of was happy to have Put On come on. So I put On, which is one of my favorite Jeezy songs. No Kanye, when I still was digging Kanye. Incredible job on this song. I wouldn't be mad if I picked 745. I just couldn't pick 745.
Yeah. It was my first time hearing 745. Okay. Was not feeling it as much. And I think with Put On, it was just a Jeezy song that I loved.
Yeah.
That made me go with Jeezy.
Yeah.
Round 20, which we thought was going to be the last round.
Thought it was going to be the last round.
Trap House by Gucci.
Woo!
And Seen It All by Jeezy. So I got Gucci on this one with Trap House.
I am shocked that you put it in the Trap House. I understand why, though. No, I understand why. This was off the first, this first intro off his first, I think, album. Super crazy. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I picked Seen It All because this is my last, for me, so far, this is my last Jeezy moment for me. I love this song off this album. And it was like, man, it felt like what I thought was the closing of the Snowman persona. Because it was like, I seen it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was almost like, I think this is when I thought this was going to be his last album or one of his last albums too. So just emotionally and everything that went along with that, like, I was like, oh, this is it. It's in the Snowman, you know what I mean? So I picked, yeah, man. So at that point, what are your scores?
So surprisingly, because of my two ties, 9 Gucci, 9 Jeezy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's about right, to be real with you. I have it 11 Jeezy, should be 8 Gucci. 8 Gucci. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's super duper close to me. Because without that tie, and I'll be real with you, I could easily go back and give that point to Gucci for the Truth versus what's the name of the song? Tripping.
Versus
Get Your Mind Right. Mm-hmm. And so I could have easily made it 11-9, and now you're talking about Jeezy really won by 1 point, one round, but but still I think 11-8 is freaking ridiculous to me, and some of those easily could be flipped to Gucci. So I left 20 wow, this is essentially a tie. I think when it gets that close, it's pretty much a tie.
Yeah.
So, and then Gucci was like, put on another track. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Because look, okay, because I'm pissed because I knew what number 20 was going to be for Gucci. I knew because I was like, well, he got the last round. So at this point, I'm like, dang, this finna be 11-9. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Yeah. It's going to be 10-9 with a tie. Because I knew Lemonade was about to be song number 20. Of course. So in the Trap House, I think it's a deflate. I think it deflated me a little too. Because Lemonade would have beat Seen It All. I think Lemonade would have beat almost everything out of Gucci's Jeezy catalog itself. Shit. A song that Jeezy didn't even play, but we'll go into that. Jeezy has one unbeatable song to me, and he didn't even play it. So yeah, so what did you pick out of 21? Get the Bag, which is a Migos track. Get the Bag. And then is this the TM101 intro? Yes, the TM101 intro. Yeah.
So first of all, one of the greatest intros to an album of all time.
It's a bonus cut in the playlist.
Yeah, I thought he was going to play this during the regular.
I thought it was going to be song number 2.
So yeah, I went with Thug Motivation 101, Jeezy. Like
yeah, he could have killed everything to me. Yeah, everything. He could have kept everything for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the weird one he picked to me out of all these. Was everything. Maybe even Jesus Snowman, he could have kept that one too. But I was like, why is TM101 not getting played? But whatever. So which one did you go? So then the next round happens. So go ahead. Then the next round happens. And Gucci finally pulls pills out. I might be. Dude, I'm like, what is happening? How did Pill? Because it was so crazy. I thought it got played. With a beat drop, I thought it got played. Because I was like, because that was like on the list of I knew it was going to get played.
Yeah.
I was like, did he just play it? Did he play it? I don't remember. I'm like looking through the track list, then the song come on. I'm like, what? It's like, crowd, well, this going to win.
Oh, gosh.
But then Jeezy drops. Wait a minute, this has Soul Survivor. Jeezy don't put out TO101 and Soul Survivor on back-to-back tracks. I'm like, what is going on? That's when you start to realize, like, 101 is just really out of control. Like, 101 is a classic. So I picked Soul Survivor.
Now, even though he played Soul Survivor, pills went out for me, man.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. But like, yeah, Soul Survivor, I love that track when that shit came out.
Oh,
like,
really? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that would have been one of your songs.
Yeah, I love Soul Survivor, though. Also, I'm gonna keep it real, bonus points because the video did the Paid in Full.
Oh.
The Paid in Full is like my favorite Dope Dylan movie.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Extra points for that. Cameron was incredible, wasn't it? Cameron should have kept acting. But yeah, Soul Survivor. All right, it did 23. Gucci be pulling stuff out, bro. Like I've not heard East Atlanta 6 in like probably 13. Like I'm trying. What did East Atlanta? When it came out, I was like, I have not heard this easily in 10 years. Easy. But then he goes against Jeezy like the drug, Jeezy like the smoke. Yeah, so I picked Jeezy on that.
Jeezy on this one too. Yeah.
So now it's round 24.
Come on now. Talk about it.
I've just accepted this song ain't gonna get played.
Mm-hmm.
Then his intro to it was so lazy. He's like, play whatever. I got hits. Everything I got is a hit. Then Lemonade comes out. What was this? What is going on, dude? This is your best song. This is your best song, Gucci.
Oh my gosh.
Extended metaphors, crazy flow, catchy hook. This is perfect. And this is your bonus cut at 24? This should have been song 20. But once again, Gucci never got to go second. Mm-hmm. So maybe Gucci would have dropped this as a response to one of Jeezy's more popular mainstream songs. Oh. But yeah, so it really didn't matter what Jeezy played against this, unless he played a certain song. But he played Welcome Back from the Recession, which is a dope song, but yeah, they ain't going to eliminate.
No.
So where do you have your overtime?
Pissed. I gave him all the Jeezy stuff for the last one. So at this point, I got one tie, Jeezy 14, Gucci 9. And I'm ticked because I think Gucci could have won this to me.
Yeah.
If he wanted to. But then something happens.
So before you get there, even in overtime, it was still 2-2 for me.
I mean, you still had it a tie?
I still had it a tie. I was like, this is ridiculous, dog.
It was even. It was even, bro. It was even. It was an even matchup.
Okay.
I noticed I'm not mad at any of your stuff. Like, you know, last time you picked Santeria Grease over something that 2 Chainz did. Yeah, you picked over something crazy too. Santeria Grease. Like, can't name I don't even know the hook in that song. Well, whatever.
But go ahead. What happened? Go ahead.
Something happens. So Jeezy is like, all right, man, are we gonna do this or what? And I'm like, oh no, what's about to happen? Oh, I thought everything was okay. We're gonna do this one more time or what? And I'm like, one more time. And then the beat drops. So freaking icy comes on. And they both start jugging.
Yeah.
They both are into it. They both, they had super chemistry, like even performing it together. And I'm saying, like, why does this feel right? And it was great to see, man. I was super excited. I was in my, cause I don't, the anxiety went back up to like 10. And all of a sudden I'm at like 2. It's incredible, man. It was a great ending to it. But how did you feel about it when the song came on?
I was less than shocked. In my head, I was just like, what just happened here?
Because you have to understand here, this has been 15 years of drama built into this one situation.
Yeah.
And I felt like the end of an M. Night Shyamalan movie, you know, where it's like, wait a minute, this is where the plot twist happened. And you're just like, whoa. Did we all just get played here?
Yes.
And if we did, what happened? And if we did, they did an amazing job.
If it's fake, they should both start acting tomorrow.
It was awesome. Because really, there was real emotions throughout that thing.
Real emotions.
There was so much concern because I thought I heard that, like, you know, Tim and Swiss were getting phone calls like, y'all can't do this.
They were.
You know?
Now, somebody told me, like, so I cannot say this is fact. Someone told me that they rode past Magic City and the only thing in the parking lot were a couple loose cars and an EMT. Yeah. Like it was not a game. They were preparing for the worst.
So, to be honest with you, I just sat there in disbelief for like 20 minutes and just text messaging people like, yo, what just happened?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't understand this. Like, if the beef is squashed, when did they squash the beef? How did they orchestrate this? Like, they just really, first of all, oh my gosh, my emotions was just like, wait, what? I don't know if you ever saw the Game of Thrones, The Red Wedding.
Of course I did. You know, I live that life.
So I'm not going to ruin it for folks, but after that ending,
your life changed.
Diana and I just sat there in silence.
Yes.
We did not say a word to each other. And this moment for me felt just like that.
Yeah. I think that you are incredible at these parallelisms because that is so real. Like I saw the Red Wedding and then I got to work next day with the elevator and people still were in shock. Like You can tell who watched the show, who didn't, like 5 people in the elevator. And I just like, I look over somebody's like, dude, we had never talked about the show before ever. Like, I don't even know if I knew this dude. I just was like, he's just like, you watch Game of Thrones? I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, dude. And other people are like, what happened? I'm like, we don't know. I'm not going to talk to you about this. Because I don't want to rob this from you. Like, you need to be as shocked as I am right now. Like, my whole, I don't look at people the same way anymore. They're the same. You're right. It was so real. Like, it was just, that's the last thing I thought was about to happen.
Yes.
The absolute last thing. Because I was like, how they go? Because especially because we didn't know what was going on. Like, they doing these songs, they doing more songs. I'm like, is there a limit? Are they going to 30? Like, what's happening? We were very confused, the audience. And so for Jesus to be like in frustration, and he still was in frustration, be like, yo, man, are we doing this? I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then the beat to drop, and then having to be dancing and having this, even the DJs afterwards were like, yo, man, respect y'all. What the Gucci goes, hey, man, it's nothing personal. You know how I am. Respect to you. And then Jeezy like, hey, man, I know, man, we finna go to compound and chill out. What? But I honestly think it was real. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'll be the first one to admit it. I think it made sense. And it makes sense to me.
What do you think went down? Again, these are just opinions because we don't know.
Yeah. So this is what I think went down.
Okay.
So I want to do a quick jewel right now. Is that before I get into what went down, like I do want to talk about a lot of there was a lot of antagonism between them the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
One part of it that sort of irritates me is the fact that people are making fun of Gucci like he hasn't evolved. And it's like Gucci still stay. I'm like, yo, like, do you see this man's body? Do you see he's married? Do you see that he's definitely come with a mature person? But like, no, he's never gonna be a Wall Street broker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like one thing that I don't think people caught on to, this is what I think he meant, by the way. So this is Willie super analyzing everything people say. You know that point when Gucci's like, I got 10,000 on me?
Yeah.
And with all my jewelry on?
Yeah.
That literally was in reference to Stay Strapped from Jeezy. And that song, in the song, this 2005, where Jeezy goes, I got $10,000 for that chain of Gucci's. I think that was some real, like, crazy subliminal that Gucci dropped that most people didn't catch. Yeah. So, like, so that's what I'm, so the reason I brought that up is because of this. Jeezy didn't drop any of his Gucci track diss songs. And Jeezy got them. He got Stay Strapped. He got 24-23. And he got some others too. And I'm like, he didn't drop them. I think Jeezy knew not to. I think that this was, I believe Jeezy to an extent when he was like, Mo3 just got shot and killed last week. Right? Nipsey Hussle's death is still new. Bankroll Fresh's death is still new. I really believe Jeezy when he's like, yo, we gotta do something to stop these kids from doing this crap. I believe him. And so I think he thought this was the smart thing to do and the responsible thing to do. I think Gucci agreed to it because I think Gucci is a business first person. At this age,
Mm-hmm.
I think both of them are starting to realize their mortality in hip hop is too.
Mm-hmm.
They're 40 years plus people. 40 years plus. And they are a few rappers that can go inside a show if they in their 40s and plus. They are. Like Kanye is 40 people. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z is 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we saw Outkast did a Centennial Park a few years ago. But like a lot of them came. You know what I'm saying? They are the most relevant figures in hip hop right now because of the story.
Yeah.
Don't be shocked when COVID ends. Don't be shocked when it happens. I'm willing to bet decent money that when all this stuff happens, we all get a flyer about the trap tour with Gucci and Jeezy.
Yep.
It's gonna happen. But it could not happen without this verse. Because I'm telling you what, you couldn't make me go to no darn Gucci Jeezy show before this verses. You couldn't have made me go. Are you out of your mind? I can't run like I ran in 2005. I do not have that first step anymore. No, can't do it. I got a whole family. I can't go. But now, I'm still not going to the first show. But after about 3 or 4 shows, and I'm not going to diss cities, but there are definitely certain cities I still would not go to a Gucci Jeezy show in. But this is survival.
Yeah.
To me, it's economic survival. But like, it makes me happy. People like, oh man, Gucci still wearing talking about $6,000 clothes, and Jeezy talking about he got owned half Atlanta. I thought Tyler Perry owned half Atlanta, but y'all crazy. Y'all think Gucci don't own properties and stuff. Like, people just don't pay attention. I think people they think about his accent and all the trouble he's gotten into, and not realizing what you just talked about earlier, his influence and his diplomatic influence. He didn't try to burn any of these people that we know of. Like, oh, Mulatto, you a big fan of mine? Let me get on your song. Hey, Migos, let me help you out. You know what I mean? When Walker wanted out of his deal, Walker got out of that deal. And now look, Walker and Gucci got a whole other situation. I don't know what that's about, but Gucci definitely during that time was fighting a lot of demons, getting a lot of trouble. He talked about his drug usage. But the last 5-6 years, he's been pretty mild, to be honest with you.
Agree.
You know, he's 40. He's 40. Married man, 40. He us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I really want to, applaud both of them. I feel like Jeezy's getting all the credit and Gucci isn't getting any credit. Bro, I'm gonna keep saying this, man. It's very easy to be the bigger man when you the perception of you doing wrong. I'm gonna be very fair. But Gucci, no matter what happens, no matter what really happened, there are facts. Someone tried to rob or take his life, and he defended himself.
Yeah.
And he's mad about who may have been responsible for that. I mean, I can't be mad at him if he's still mad, but it sounds like he's still mad. Put it out there. He's definitely still mad.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like these are two people that may be like, we were stupid when we were young, super stupid. There were some priorities in our lives that were different back then that neither you or I can relate to, honestly, Frito. But sadly, a lot of people can. And a lot of these people still are waging these wars, participating in these wars. And I can't wait the next time I talk to a youth group. Hopefully, if this continues and sustains, I'm able to bring up Gucci and Jeezy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to. So, turn it back over to you, dog.
That's dope, man. That is pretty dope.
Yeah.
And I think you brought in some good points just about their mortality. And really, from a business perspective, again, they had 1.8 million eyes.
If they go on tour, they're selling out every show.
Yeah.
Extra security, but they sell out every show.
They broke a Versus record that I did not think. They almost got to 2 million, dog. The highest.
They're from the same city. This wasn't Snoop versus DMX. They are from the same city.
So you point out another good thing. Atlanta got major, even more cool points right now for this.
Atlanta's the city. I don't care. We can fight. Atlanta is the king of hip hop, and they've been the king of hip hop for almost 10 years. Just deal with it.
It just kind of like, it just amplified it even more. 2 artists from the same city where this versus happened, you kind of got to give props to the city, to the A.
Yeah, you do. And I give props for, I know I've mentioned this guy multiple times. Don't think this didn't happen without Tip. Shout out to Tip. Because Tip let go of his verses that he could have used for his own marketing. Tip, I guarantee you Tip was involved in some type of way. Shout out to Tip.
Shout out to
Because
Tip.
Tip asked for this a month ago on his show. Tip literally said, Jeezy, like, yo, dog, like, there's a person missing in this trap Mount Rushmore in this room.
Okay.
And he actually asked Jeezy, what do you think it would take? Like, so trust me, yeah, Tip has something to do with this.
Whew.
I'm still digesting on it, but no doubt it's top 3 verses.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised after a couple weeks. I think it's number 1, but it's definitely in the top 3. Like, so it's up there with the very underrated Lil Jon T-Pain one.
Why?
And the Snoop DMX for me. Those are my 3. Yeah. Shout out to Brandy and Monica. Shout out to Erica and Jill Scott. Shout out to Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle too. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. That was dope. It was dope. It was very classy. You know what I'm saying? Very, it was dope though. It was dope. It was super